Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will discuss about objects in JavaScript. So objects are the data types that are used to store the key collections of data. So let's see how we write objects in JavaScript. This is one way of creating an object using new keyword, new object. There is another way of creating an object using the curly brackets. Usually we write in this way only. Let's assign some key value pairs to it. So it has properties inside it which has a key value pair. So I'm creating a new variable called details, and here I'll assign key value pairs to object. So this is how we declare the object, and this is how we assign the key value pair. So here on the left side of this column is the keys, name, age and place. On the right side it has values of particular key. So name key has value Shivani, age has value 27, or place has Delhi. This is how we create an object. Now how we can get a specific keys value from an object. Suppose here details is the variable and an object is assigned here, and I want to get the value of age from here. How we can do that? For that I will write details, and using the dot notation I will write age here. Here you can see the 27 is the result, which is the value of age key in details object. So this is how we can get a particular keys value from object. Similarly, if I want to get Delhi, which is the value of key place, so I will write details dot place and run it, and here you can see comma separated values because I've logged both the values, 27 and then Delhi. Both age and place are logged out here. So this is the next. I want to add any new key to this object. How I can do that? I will firstly change it to let, because const can't be reassigned. So for changing or updating any object or adding any new key to object, I will have to convert it to let so that I can reassign anything. Here I will write details dot, using the dot notation. Now the key name which I want to add. So suppose here I am adding gender here and giving it a value female. So to the details object I have added a new key value pair, and let's see what it logs out now, if it's added or not. Here you can see that gender female is added to this particular object. So earlier there was 3 key value pairs, now there are 4 key value pairs. This is how we add any key value pair to a existing object. Now I want to delete any particular key value pair from this object. For that I can write delete object names, which is details, and suppose I want to delete place, I will write delete details dot place and log it out. I will clear the console first and run it. So earlier you can see there were four key value pairs and place was there, but after deleting place there are only three, and the place Dali has been removed from the object. So this is how we delete any key value pair from the object. Now we have already discussed that how we can add any particular key value pair to an object. If I have any multi-word property, how we can do that? So suppose if there is a property called new name, I want to add this new property to this object. To write multi-word property, I need to use square brackets, and inside quotes I can write new name. This is the way of writing multi-word property because there is a space between these two words, so I had to use square brackets to write this. And if I log it out, if I log it using console, so here you can see a new object key with new name has been added to this. So here you can see new property has been added to the object. And this square bracket feature is not limited for multi-word properties only. So for single word like gender also you can use this syntax. So details and inside square brackets, if you write gender here, it will work the same way. So there are two ways of writing this, but this thing is important for multi-word. You can't directly add using dot notation new name here, and otherwise it will give error. So there is another feature in object, the in operator. So in operator basically checks the key in object. So using in operator you can check if any particular key is present in object. For example, I will check that if age in details is present or not. So if age key is present inside details, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Here you can see that it has returned true, which means age is present, and that is true because we have age in object. So if I write here gender, you can see that it has given false because gender is not present right now in this object. So this is how we use in operator for objects. We can know that if any particular key is present in object or not. Now how you can loop the object properties. Suppose I want to iterate the properties of this object. For that I can use for loop and let key in details and see how it iterates. So here for loop has started and it has iterated using the key. So inside this loop you can use any logic of yours, you can modify any keys value as well. So this is how we can iterate the object. If suppose you want to know the number of key value pairs of any particular objects, so using object dot keys and passing the object name, you can get the length of that. So here I will log it. You can see that inside details object there are three key value pairs. For that to know, I used object dot keys, and inside that I passed object name, and then this part of code returned array to me. and I calculated array's length using dot length, and I came to know what is the length of object key value pair. So as we discussed that this is how we can get the length of object, so the length of how many key value properties there are inside object. Using this logic you can also know if any object is empty or not. So suppose if we write here users and log it, it will give us result 0, which means this object is empty and it doesn't have any key value pair. So we can know this as well using this. So that's all about objects in JavaScript. We will discuss more about this in our next video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more such videos.